Russell Westbrook is going to receive a lot of criticism the rest of the postseason. Every time the Oklahoma City Thunder I mentioned, he's going to receive a lot of criticism this offseason. Every time the Oklahoma City Thunder I mentioned, Russell Westbrook is going to receive a lot of criticism going into the next season. Every time the Oklahoma City Thunder I mentioned, and rightfully so. He didn't play well. He played hard, but many would argue he took entirely too many shots. I get it. I think Paul George deserves his fair share of criticism as well, but I get why Russell Westbrook will get it. He's going to get most of it. It's naturally going to happen. He's the more popular player. Let me make myself clear. People ask me, what would I do if I were the owner of the Oklahoma City Thunder? If I were in a position of power, if I was Sam Presti, any of these guys in position of powers with Oklahoma City, what would I do? What's your next move? What should their offseason consist of? Most people are going to say, go get shooting around Russell Westbrook and Paul George. And I won't refute that. Yes, if Paul George and Russell Westbrook felt confident enough when they drive to the rim that they could kick it to a corner and have a shooter there that could knock down an open shot, maybe they would drive more instead of going isolation and pulling up three-pointers a lot of the possessions. Taking 10 to 14 three-pointers a game, that's not going to get it done. Y'all not efficient enough from the three-point line. Both y'all games are at the best when y'all drive, and I'll give y'all that. The Thunder deserve shooting around that team. To maximize Russell Westbrook's talent, he needs shooting. But I don't think that gets you over the hump. I don't think that gets the Thunder out of the first round. Here's what the Thunder need to, at this point, find a way to rein in Russell Westbrook, because they've allowed that brother to have entirely too much power in Oklahoma City. He's pretty much held that franchise hostage just because the Thunder had nowhere else to go. The Thunder are the fat dude that's holding on to the beautiful chick, and she knows she could leave this dude and go get better. And if you're the Thunder, you know you ain't gonna do better, so you just want to keep this beautiful chick because you know you can't do better. That's who the Thunder are. And Russell Westbrook knows that. So him being the beautiful chick, in my symbolism here, he doesn't treat the Thunder right. That chick ain't gonna treat the fat dude right because she knows she can do better. She knows she doesn't need him. He needs her. So she always uses him for money. She always gets her way. Russ always gets his way. The fat guy is too afraid to call out the chick on any of her BS that she provides in a relationship. The Thunder are too afraid to call out Russell Westbrook on a lot of the BS that he brings to the relationship. I get it. Trust me. That's the perfect symbolism there. But let me make myself clear. If the Thunder want to change this narrative in Oklahoma City, they have to go get a head coach that commands the attention of Russell Westbrook. I'm talking about the man, when he's talking, he looks at Russell Westbrook in his eyes and says, listen, you ain't going to be chucking up 35 shots a game. We ain't going to have it. We're running plays, not just allowing you to go do what you want to do. All due respect to Billy Donovan, the head coach of that Oklahoma City Thunder team. He ain't the guy. Listen, I'll take it a step further. Maybe the Thunder, as long as Russell Westbrook's their point guard and he is locked up for the long term, in the last year of his new deal that ain't even kicked in yet, Russell Westbrook will be making $47 million in 1 year. Let me take it a step further. I don't care if the Thunder got to get an average head coach schematically. As long as he has a polarizing personality. Give you an example. Probably Mark Jackson will fit that mold and is able to look Russell Westbrook in the eye and say, listen, we ain't going for that. He needs what Pat Riley was able to do for LeBron. Obviously, I know Eric Spoelstra was the head coach of the Miami Heat, but Pat Riley was right there. He needs a Mark Jackson, the guy that was able to look Draymond Green in the eye and say, you ain't finna be talking to me crazy. No cursing on these sidelines. Draymond wasn't doing that when Mark was around. Runs all over Steve Kerr. Russ needs somebody that will hold him accountable, and ain't Billy Donovan. He needs a man, a respectable man that will say no. Probably gonna be a black guy, a respectable black guy that Russ trusts, probably like a father figure to him. The problem is, there are not a lot of those around the league. The league ain't breeding them right now. A lot of those type of coaches, they rather have more control, so they coach college players. They don't believe a lot of these NBA players listen. They think they're too entitled. They don't want no parts of the NBA game. Some of them are assistant head coaches, but a lot of these dudes with that personality, they just pass on the NBA. They don't want to deal with it. That's what Russell Westbrook needs more than anything. An aggressive head coach that will say no to Russell Westbrook. Look him in his eye. And this coach needs backing by the ownership. He needs backed by the whole Oklahoma City Thunder organization. He needs to be able to say no to Russell Westbrook. If you remember Kevin Durant on his burner Twitter account, that was one of the things that he said. He needed somebody to step up to Russell Westbrook and the coach of the team, Scott Brooks and or Billy Donovan, and say, no, bruh. No, you're not doing that, bro. No. Kevin Durant needed the ball down the stretch. Paul George needed the ball down the stretch. We don't need you taking 30 shots a game, bro. Not conducive to what we're trying to do here in Oklahoma City. And right now, we're just trying to get out of the first round.
I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV, here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.